check.
Mic check.
Oh no, no! They're turning in the microwaves! Oh no, it's spreading! Oh no! Welcome to Game-Oversry, where once a month we talk about a game celebrating an anniversary. This month, the month of June, we are talking about, I feel like everyone's going to be talking about it, Super Mario 64!
Did you have to say that so loudly?
Anyway, what's our wonderful history about Super?
No. So, it's the first 3D Mario game, developed by Nintendo EAD. It released in Japan June 23rd, 1996, North America September 29th, 1996, and finally in Europe March 1st, 1997.
I got it a day later.
That's a year?
A whole year.
Oh, that's a year and a day.
And a day.
Great, thanks. I'm sure people in Europe love Nintendo for that.
Brother,
Yeah?
do you know how to count? Is March after September?
Obvious.
We're all struggling a little bit today.
Oh boy.
Anyway, so Shigeru Miyamoto conceived 3D Mario game during the production of Star Fox.
He conceived Mario?
Yeah, don't you know? When asked who is Bowser Jr.'s mother, he points to himself.
I see.
Of course I know him. He's me.
So he conceived Mario too. Yippee!
The sound... the soundtrack...
Yahoo!
I'm gonna throw my phone at you.
Wow! I've
famous
learned,
one.
I'm not sure if this is true or not, but the Japanese word for, like, the Japanese words that they dubbed the backwards long jump, specifically the one going up the stairs, that skip, they call it the ass climb, I think, or something like that. I love it.
Huh.
It's something very similar to that, and I just love that name. So, Brendan mentioned earlier the rumors of Luigi being in the game, and then there was this statue in the game that people thought the plaque said L is real, whatever that number is. I don't remember the number that came after.
11037.
Not that one. But there is recent trivia based on that. Everyone thought Luigi's not in the game. It's just a rumor. A leak happened in 2020 where someone leaked the source code of N64 games and other games and found Luigi was in the source code for N64 the entire time.
Oh,
And
wow.
it happened on the day of the exact number that people thought were on the stone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Wow.
In reality, the stone says nothing.
Ah.
It's just a bunch of scribbles that...
Just gibberish.
It's also in Zelda, that exact same graphic as in Ocarina of Time. So the one rabbit in the game that's in the castle basement that you gotta catch for a star,
Yeah.
it has a name. Its name is MIPS. M-I-P-S.
Huh.
And it's actually an acronym for the CPU that the N64 uses.
Oh, that's cool.
The acronym stands for Mapped Images Per Second.
Interesting.
Fun fact, the polygon count for Mario himself is higher than the entire outside of Peach's castle.
Oh, wow.
What?
I'm guessing that's done by making the outside very, very simple
Very
geometry.
square. Yeah.
Yeah. It is pretty simple, yeah.
And then you got Mario with the rounder features of his face and his nose and his hat.
Mm-hmm.
Another fun fact, this is the last game Miyamoto directed.
Oh.
He's always supervised other games, or like watched over, but this is the last one that came out that he directed.
Oh.
There's one more game he directed, but it never came out. It was Super Mario 64 2.
Oh.
He was originally going to make a sequel to Mario 64, and it ended up in development hell. Have any of you heard of the speedrunning challenge Green Demon?
Yeah, you have to make sure you never pick up a 1-up, right?
Well, you have to pick it up, but how the 1-ups work in Mario 64 is when you touch one, it like spins around you and then follows you and touches you. So when it's following you, you gotta run from it. That's what the challenge is. You touch it, and when it starts
And
doing
then
that
run away?
animation to try to follow you and catch up to you, you have to beat the level before it touches you, before it catches up, and you get the 1-up.
Interesting.
My last fact that I wrote down that I thought was interesting that hasn't been talked about a lot was Mario and Mips were the first two models made for the entire game.
Oh, I mean, I
I mean,
guess
it makes sense.
Mario is the most important. I don't understand
Because
Mips,
he is
though.
literally
That's-
the main character.
That's because the reason why MIPS was created was because before the game was made, I believe, the tech demo that they were testing to see if they liked Mario's movement, it was just a flat plane with Mario and MIPS.
Mm-hmm. And he
Oh.
would chase, I think he would chase Mips, and that's why
Yeah.
they had him modeled, was because
Uh,
to test out the movements,
The
you would
rabbit?
just chase the rabbit, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I could say Odyssey is basically 64 too.
hmm.
It kind of follows the same premise as 64,
Yeah.
where...
Well, but Galaxy also.
I said Odyssey, didn't I?
You said, yeah.
No, you said
yeah.
Odyssey.
Okay.
Galaxy also follows that.
You're right,
Pattern.
it follows the pattern. But I feel like Galaxy is more linear.
Is this the game where, at the end of the Bowser fight, Mario chucks him and says, "So long, Bowser"?
Mario 64, yes.
And everyone thinks he's saying, "So long, gay Bowser"?
Mm-hmm. And then it got so popular that they removed it in the Switch port.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't remove it. They used the
changed
other
it.
version of
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
64.
Yeah.
Which also means you can't speed run it on the Switch, which sucks
Yeah.
because
Yes, they used a newer version that released in Japan later.
Yeah.
They released a second version of Mario 64 that came with a Rumble Pack.
What's the original line of that, though?
Solani Bowser, I think, is what Charles Martinet said he said.
Okay.
He was trying to have the Mario accent by saying "So long, Bowser." "So long, Bowser."
Okay.
Kind of like
Or maybe I've heard someone maybe say "so long, a Bowser." I don't know.
that. Yeah. He's trying to apply the
Mario.
Mario
voice.
accent on top of saying "So long, Bowser."
The, stereotypical kind of Italian
Yeah.
accent.
And then along with the huge amounts of compression they had
Yeah.
to do,
Yeah.
just makes it sound like it's
Saying "So long, gay Bowser." I am asking Nintendo now.
Nips for Smash?
yes, moves
No,
for Smash.
not in Smash. In Mario Golf, we need
yes.
Mips.
Yes.
He'd be the fastest
golfer?
runner. Yes, as a golfer.
Yes. He'd use his ears to
Yeah,
golf.
yeah.
That would actually be so cute.
We
Yeah.
need Mips in Mario Golf. I think it's World Tour is the new one on the Switch.
I think so.
Yes.
What else we got?
Oh, I guess we could talk about some of the unique gameplay elements of Mario, because there's the basic premise of running and jumping,
Doing the yippee, the yaha, the wahoos.
but there's also some interesting stuff like the water levels. They're not horrible, I think.
Yeah, I feel like with Mario 64, it's one of the few games that people are all right with the water levels.
Yeah. Oh, there's the caps. There's the wing cap. I love the wing cap.
the wing cap is good.
The wing cap is so fun to use. I use it all the time.
Oh yeah, I love that they added the level just for the wing cap, and
Yeah.
it's designed entirely around having that thing. It kind
Mhm.
of shows Mario 64 was definitely designed around it being a playground
Yeah.
rather than a linear experience story.
Yeah.
It's definitely a game that's really good for things like the Switch that's portable to where you could just mess around in it, but still progress by messing around.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mario 64, instead of being carried by story, it's carried by your interactions with the world. For example, one of the first things you do is race Koopa the Quick.
Yeah.
And people meme about Koopa the Quick all the time, even though he's just the first character you meet.
There's the Bowser fights.
Oh yeah, the Bowser fights are interesting. I feel like the Bowser fights are kind of rushed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or they didn't have a good idea of how to do the Bowser fight in 3D. While they are good and iconic, I feel like gameplay-wise, with the playground inspiration, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's the fastest speedrun on this game?
How long does it take normally?
The estimate is 13 hours to beat.
13, okay.
Let me look at 0. Yeah, the world record, unless I'm reading this wrong, is currently 6 minutes and 31 seconds.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Considering you said it's 12 hours.
I imagine wall clipping is probably easier in 64 games because since that was kind of the first era of 3D, I feel
Yeah.
like they didn't know how collisions really worked yet.
Or even the possibility of anyone being able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, what kid is gonna try to purposefully
Break.
glitch through the stairs?
Some kid did it.
What
but-
kid is going to try the backwards lawn jump up a
Yeah,
staircase?
Yeah.
To just yeet themselves across the whole
Yeah,
map?
and in the perfect timing and everything to just Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Waha! Yippee! I feel like this podcast is now
Is mostly just
Yeah.
you making
10%
sounds.
Mario sounds.
Since we don't have too much to talk about for this one, do we just want to go ahead into rating the game?
Mario
Okay,
64?
original or Switch?
Original.
Original.
Let's go
Because
with the original.
that's what
Yeah.
we're talking about is
Yeah.
the original. And I would say perfect 10 out... No. 9 point... No, we're
Wait,
doing 5s.
We're
Yes,
doing a
we're
star
doing
system.
fives.
5 stars.
4.8 out of 10.
For 0.2 for the camera.
Yep, exactly. 0.2 for the dumb camera.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
You know what? I agree with you. That's yeah.
I feel like for people who have only played the newer Mario games, the camera would probably just destroy... It could destroy your experience.
Yeah. It's annoying. I agree.
Because that's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah, you stopped playing the Switch version because the camera was dumb.
I'll give it a 4 for the same reason.
All right.
Which is why you should play the emulated version, because then you could mod it to work.
Yes.
What do you give it, like?
Yeah, I agree with Kev's score, so I'll give it the same score.
The
A
4.8.
4 or a 4.8?
4.8.
It's almost perfect outside of the camera.
Yes.
And we end it here.
Gamers.
You think better if I do the podcast way over here? Is that better? Does that
You're
clear it
still
up?
spiking it. It's still in the red.
Does that make the audio better if I stand all... Here, let me try to stand farther away.
Where are you going?
How about if I stand all the way over here, huh? Is that even better?
Yeah, actually.
I feel like it actually would be.
If I stand at the opposite side of the room?
You're not even in the same room.